right, a big, grandiose announcement for the people of Chicago, courtesy of its mayor, Rahm Emanuel. This artist rendering of a gleaming new downtown arena, event center, which will include a 500-room hotel for the DePaul University's basketball team. The new 10,000-seat, $173 million facility will include, of course, luxury suites, and the training rooms will come equipped with hydrotherapy stations. Now, you may be asking yourself, does it make sense to build a brand new stadium for a team that plays a grand total of 18 men's games a year? Not to mention a team that has gone a stellar 47 and 111 over the last 5 years. But here's really what's outrageous about this, is that $55 million for this project is coming out of the city's money, property tax dollars that should be going to funding public schools. And Mayor Rahm Emanuel's announcement to spend millions of dollars of the city's money to build an arena for a private institution came 7 days before the Chicago Public Schools announced on Wednesday the largest school closing in the history of the United States. Because Rahm Emanuel claims the city is too broke to keep them open. The teachers, the parents, the students did everything they could to convince Emanuel to change his mind. This week saw some of the most sustained protests and unrest the city has seen in some time. Marches, hearings, an entire galvanized movement against this.
To take my children from a class of 25 to put them in a class of 36 is very, very alarming. I mean, she gave us the death sentence.
The frustration and anger was perfectly articulated by this 9-year-old student by the name of Ashawn Johnson. Amazing. And that was on Monday. 2 days later, after a 5-hour meeting, the school board, made up of folks whom Rahm Emanuel appointed, confirmed the closing of 50 schools. Yesterday, a federal judge scheduled a 4-day hearing for July 16th to decide whether to stop the school closures. The Chicago's teachers union filed separate lawsuits, one arguing Chicago Public Schools violated the Americans with Disabilities Act by failing to set up a process of closures for special needs children, and another suit that alleges racial discrimination, saying the closures disproportionately affect African American students. According to the New York Times, in the 100 schools that have closed in Chicago since 2001, 88% of the students affected were black. Overall, black students make up just 42% of the city's schools enrollment. Also, the vast majority of the schools closing are in some of Chicago's most distressed communities. 33 of the school closings are in communities that have lost more than 20% of their housing to foreclosures. 42 of the closings are in communities where the unemployment rate is 10% or higher. 16 of the closings are where the unemployment rate is 20%. And 9 communities where schools are to be closed have the highest homicide rates in Chicago.
If you close Garvey and some other schools, if they go behind gang lines, then you're setting danger for yourself. That's what Rahm Emanuel was doing. He was setting danger for all the children. You saying you're trying to protect the children, but you're setting them behind gang lines because some kids have to walk.
Schools are the tentpole of a community. And the city of Chicago just knocked down 50 of them. This is something that has massive national stakes because increasingly this is the tactic mayors are using across the country to chip away at public education. I'm going to talk to the president of the Chicago Teachers Union, who not only plans to keep fighting, but who says Rahm Emanuel will pay the ultimate political price. That's next.